Alright guys, finally back to some more VR4 content. I'm sorry, I'm not like other YouTubers where I can just continually just buy upgrades and just get stuff for cars, one car constantly, like every day or every week. I don't have that kind of bread yet. But anyhow, so now I'm done with the wrapping up for this weekend. Finally freed up some time, and I'm gonna do some work on the VR4. I did get some mods for this thing that's coming up soon, most notably the Sleepy Eye mod, so stay tuned for that coming soon. Okay, so here's a closer look. It's pretty dirty just because of the winter time, but look at that wheel gap still. Dang. Okay, now compare that to this wheel gap. It's not so bad. This one is like that. So what you're looking at is a little less than 2 fingers. That's kind of like how I kind of like to run my cars, just because I don't want to rub or anything like that, and these things poke out like crazy. Look at that. I do have a plan for this. I'm thinking some very minor fender flares. I can just get off of eBay and stick it on there. So we'll see. I have to measure it out and see if I can get the right size, but the back is significantly lower than the front once all the once it's settled. So here, if you look at this, see, so it's probably I would probably say 5 or 10 millimeters taller. So I'm gonna take these front wheels off, do a couple turns on the coilovers, and gonna lower it down and see how it looks. So that's what this episode's about, guys. Here we go. Okay, most of you guys watching this channel already know what you're doing, and you're just checking out my VR4 stuff. In case you don't and you're new to the channel, there's a couple things you need as necessary tools for doing when you're adjusting your coilovers and adjusting the height. Well, first you need a tape measure. I don't have that in my hand, but you can just get one anywhere, and you need one of these. These usually come with the coilovers. It's the adjust the locking nut for the coilovers. Here I have a torque wrench breaker bar. So this is just to tell me how tight these lug nuts will be on after I'm done adjusting them. I got a set of completed metric socket set. It goes from 12 all the way to 24. These are deep sockets. One set of wrenches. You want to have a metric one and a standard one as well, and of course your impact wrench. So now I'm going to switch over to the time lapse. I'm going to take this off and then we'll adjust it, but I'm going to measure it first. Okay, so a couple things happen. There's like a little blemish on my brake, like this, and I decided that I was gonna spray some more paint on it just to cover up that blemish. And then it made my whole freaking paint here crack and run. So I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong as far as painting. I mean, the first layer went on just fine, but if I add any paint to it, I guess it just dissolves the old paint. So whatever, that's fine. I'll just re-primer and spray this real quick. But here, what I want to show you guys was, here's my setup. You guys can look at my old video to see how I set this up. This is an Evo, of course, it's an Evo 8, Evo 9 coil. So here, I measured this distance from here to here, and the front and the back, the difference was 1.5. Okay, so I measured the difference, and this is how much it should be between these threads. So I set it to the right height by I locked this in up top so it doesn't move, and then I moved this bottom one up to the height that I need. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna now turn this strut, spin it to where this bottom part right here meets the top part. Of course, these chickens want to start crowing as soon as I start recording. But okay, so that's what I'm going to do, and then we'll lower down the car. Okay, so I sprayed the brakes, and it's still kind of wet, but it's getting dark, so I have to put this this wheel back on. So let's see here, making sure everything is secure. Okay, I'm gonna slap this wheel back on here. Just wipe the back of this out real quick, just because it's a good time to do this since it's hard to reach back here. Okay, so this is what it looks like now that it's lowered, as you can see. Okay, it's not slamming the car because I don't have time to pull the fenders right now, but as you can see now, it's my two fingers don't even go in there past the second knuckle because it's just as low as the back. But you can see the poke on this thing is ridiculous. Look at that. Yeah, I definitely think this calls for some fender flares. I'm gonna try those eBay fender flares and see what that's gonna look like. But man, look how great that looks in the evening time. Tesla I've been working on is sitting in the garage there, but yeah, this is looking a lot better. So the front doesn't look too bad now that it's lowered. And then I gotta do the other side still, flip this around. And well, actually I can do it where it is with those lights on. One more thing I have to do on the front wheels is to add these bad boys right here, the spikes. They will end up looking like this. A little racer, I know, but I kind of like it. It kind of works, so yeah. Okay guys, thanks again for watching. This is kind of a short one, but now it's looking really good. Let's look at that. All right, that does look a hell of a lot better than when the front was sitting higher. You can always make the front look lower and then the back higher if you're having like clearance issues, but if you just have the back just a little higher in the front, even if you're riding kind of high, it will make the car look good, trust me. But thank you guys for watching. Until next time, leave me a comment, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.